Everyone loves a 3-day weekend. Sun's been shining here, I've had a few sales, managed to hit the charity shop and also found a decent pickup on Marketplace. Let me show you. Hey guys, Ian, the Master of Pieces here, and I really hope you had a lovely bank holiday weekend. You know what? I actually took the whole weekend off of reselling. Didn't bother doing any listing, didn't bother doing any postage, didn't send out any offers. I've just completely chilled out from it, and that has been really nice. I spent the whole weekend with my family, got out in the sun, just really enjoyed it. I did go to the charity shop though Friday lunchtime, which kind of doesn't count because it was Friday and it was lunchtime, so yeah, I'm not counting that. And I did actually find a Facebook Marketplace pickup on Monday afternoon, which kind of does count, but you know what, it was Monday, bank holiday was nearly over. But anyway, I did pick up some bits from Marketplace that I haven't tried selling before, so it would be interesting to see what you think about them. Sales have been really up and down as well. Friday, right, it was probably my best ever day of sales, as in ever. I sold like £220 worth of stuff, which is a PB. But Saturday, Sunday and Monday, right, I sold 2 things. And those items are nothing to write home about at all. So, yeah, it kind of has evened out a little bit. But anyway, things are still selling. So let me show you some of those bits. So the first sale of the bank holiday weekend should be in this bag. And they will be on the top because I've only just put them in there. I showed you these last video. These are those high-tech walking boots. They are 50 peaks. The UK size 5, can't quite see it because the label's folded up. All I did was give the bottom a bit of a scrub, get most of the mud off, but they've come up pretty well. I paid £2.50, they have sold for £21 plus postage. So next up, I can just about see it peeping out the top of the box here. I sold this Barbie 4x4 Jeep. It's not particularly old, it's from 2008. Not in particularly good condition. Look at the state of that windscreen there. Now, it did have a fair few stickers on there. Someone did do their own custom job on it, but I peeled all of them off. Didn't get all the sticker residue off, mind. But even so, what did I pay? £1 for that? That sold for £8 plus postage. Check this out for a little bundle. In this bag here, I have got 9 vintage Ghostbuster figures. Now, all of these are from the 80s. I've got a mixture of villains. I think that's one's Quasimodo. He's a bit damaged there. Check this dude out here, this policeman. Pull him up there. Pretty freaky, eh? And then we've got some of the Ghostbusters as well. So you got Egon, that dude there. And just loads more. Actually, let me show you this one, because I used to have this as a kid. How frightening is that, right? I had that as a little boy. Terrifying. But the best thing about these, right, is they've got some of the accessories. So you can see we got some proton packs, and I got 4 of these proton packs. And if you can find any figures like this with the accessories, that's where the money is. So I sold 9 of these figures with all the accessories for £55 plus postage, which works out at about £6 each per figure. That's not too bad, considering some of them are a bit damaged and a bit worn. Pretty chuffed with that. So I sold these Moonlight Comics. We got 10 in total, starting at number 5, making our way through to number 14. And they went for £25 plus postage. Next up, and I've already moved the box onto the floor because it's an absolute beast. This, right, has been hanging around for about 12 months, which is a real shame because they're really good quality. But the fact is, I don't think people have been out on their motorbikes through lockdown, and the weather's been a bit naff over winter, hasn't it? But what we've got here is a pair of motorcycle panniers, and the brand is Oxford, which is a really good brand. It's got all the straps with them. They've got all the waterproofs. They've hardly been used. They are a cracking pair of bags. And these sold for £70 plus postage, which is a good deal for the buyer. Now, I did charge £12 postage because I've got no idea what these will cost to post. They are pretty weighty in there, and the box is going to be massive. But you know what? Even if it costs me a bit more to post, I don't mind taking the hit on that because it'll be nice to free up this space on my racking, and they've been hanging around for ages. Now, I want to give a massive shout out to Jane Cox. So she watched my last video when I was taking you through all the stuff I picked up in the charity shop, And she fell in love with Bagpuss. So she sent me a really nice message, made me an offer which I accepted. So Jane, I'm gonna wrap Bagpuss up for you now, and I'm glad that he's going off to a good home. And thanks ever so much for reaching out, and thank you for supporting the channel. So Friday lunchtime, I did hit the charity shops, and this is what I picked up. First up, I found this pair of ladies' pink New Balance running shoes. They're a really good average size. They're UK size 5. And they're in pretty solid condition. Yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the back, a few scuffs on the side, but I'll give them a good clean up. And for £4.99, I'm going to aim for about £15 plus postage and see where that gets me. Next up, I picked up this Nintendo DS game. It's Adventure Time, and it's called Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? Really, really random. Could not tell you what that is about at all, but it kind of sums up the TV show. It's got the manual with it. Only downside, it is a USA cartridge. But you know what? I tried it in my Nintendo 3DS and it still worked. So yeah, I paid £1 for that. I'll be aiming for £6 or £7 plus postage. Next up, check this dude out. I found myself an old 1989 Grommet, and he is in amazing condition. Look at his eyes, there's no scratches on there. He's just been really, really well looked after. Doesn't have the original tags, but if he did, that would have just been an absolute bonus. Paid $1.99 for him. And I will have to check sold listings a bit closely. I'm thinking in my head £12 plus postage. Let's see. This next one was an absolute howler, and I should have never have gone near him. But you know what? They just look so good on the shelf. They are Adidas Stan Smith shoes. They are UK size 5, and you can tell that they just look in amazing condition. Never worn. Yeah, they haven't got laces, but that's no drama. But when I got home and had a closer look, these are so obviously fake, and I should have clocked it. So many signs, right? Look, that's just a stick-on like label there. There's no barcode or official Adidas like reference number. There's none of that. The stitching on the inside at the back there is really, really rough. The holes down the side, they're not actually punctured through, and they say UK size 5, right? But my wife tried them on. She's a 5. There is no way those are 5. They are 4 at best, maybe 3.5. So I did pay $5.99 for them too. So I'm going to take them back to the charity shop and just say that they didn't fit because they didn't fit. And I will maybe swap that for some more stock. This was a bit better though. I bought this dude here. He only cost $1.99. He's from the Disney store. He's an owl. And I thought he was from Robin Hood. But when I got back home, I found out he was actually from Sleeping Beauty. Now, I cannot remember an owl like that in Sleeping Beauty. But you know what? Some of those more unique or obscure characters, they're the ones that usually fetch the money. So I'll be aiming for £12 or £13 plus postage for him. And the final pickup I made, probably should have left these as well. I usually pick up any Hunger Games books that I find, particularly if it's the full trilogy. Now I thought it was 3 for £1, but actually it was £1 each. So yeah, there's not going to be too much profit in that, but Hunger Games books just do not hang around, so pretty pleased with it really. So yeah, it was nice to get into the charity shop, show you a few pickups. Let's see what else sold this bank holiday weekend. So I sold this NECA Interactive Bat. Really, really random, and haven't seen any of these before. It's not in the best condition. Look, there's actually a ton of paint on it. I tried to scrape some of it off, but didn't obviously try too hard. He's got 90 odd different interactive movements and lights, and I've tested him. I've not tried all 91, I don't think, but pushed that. He did light up, make sounds. I took all the batteries out, paid £3. He went for £7 plus postage. And the only other thing that sold across the whole of the bank holiday weekend was a set of Hunger Games books. I sold them for £6 plus postage. So yeah, they went quick, but hardly any profit. So not really any point in that whatsoever. But what I did find Monday afternoon was a nice little bundle on Facebook Marketplace. I was in my deck chair Monday morning, just having a little scroll through, come across them, messaged the buyer. There was no messing about at all. We come to an agreement on price, and I went around Monday afternoon and picked them up. Let me show you. So check these out. I picked up 49 Eagle Moss lead Marvel figures, and these look absolutely class. They were absolutely filthy. They were just caked in dust, so I've given them a good clean, and they've come up really well. Now I think with anything like this, condition is key, and what collectors are going to want and what collectors will pay top price for are ones that don't have any chips, or even better, come with the original packaging and their associated comic. And you know what, some of these do have a few chips in there, but I paid £100 for these, and that brings them in at what, just over £2 each. So even if they aren't in the best condition, I mean, look at Doctor Strange here, he's got a fair bit of paint missing off of his hand there. That money should be safe. And when I actually come to value this bundle, I mean, the listing wasn't that descriptive, right? He had a picture which pretty much looked like that, so you could see what all the figures were. And hey, I'll be honest, I am a bit of a Marvel fan, so I could identify most of these figures just off the picture. So I checked sold listings on some of the niche characters, the ones I thought would be rare, and just made the decision to go for it. I mean, the standout ones here, look at him there. Really, really cool. His name is Beta Ray Bill. See, that makes it handy. They've all got a sticker on the bottom so you can see what they are and what their number is. That's a good £15 to £20 figure plus postage. Professor X there, he's a 20 quidder. You got the Dazzler there, £10. This one, is that Snowbird? Yep, Snowbird. She needed a bit of repair work. She'd actually come away there, so I've glued her back on. She's meant to be £15 to £20, but in that condition, maybe a tenner. And there's some just other classic figures as well. You've got a Spider-Man at the back there. This guy here, Son of Satan, that's a £25 figure. J. Jonah Jameson, a tenner. But some of them aren't worth too much. You know, Wolverine's pretty common. You've got a couple of quid. Beast there, a couple of quid. Yeah, so on average, I reckon they'll go £6 to £7 each, plus postage. But I've never tried selling these before. I think they look great on the shelf, actually. Look at Iceman back there. He's cool. So yeah, hopefully these should sell pretty quick. But that is a lot of listing. That's going to take a fair bit of time to get them up. So all in all, it was a pretty solid weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, there's a fair few sales at the start of it, nice few charity shop pickups, and yeah, those models there just caught my eye there. I'm looking forward to really getting into them and yeah, researching them a bit more and getting them listed. So guys, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch up with you in the next one. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks ever so much for watching the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. For those new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. I'll see you in the next one.